Sorry about that, guys. We're back. A little,
We're
commercial
live.
break. Yes, we are live. So hopefully this
Technical
doesn't.
problems.
Yeah, seriously, some technical problems.
Well,
You
anyway,
know,
I'll take this second to say that I think the first two guests have done
there's a height requirement. Apparently, there's a height
to get on the
requirement
show.
to get on the show. There's a height requirement. You heard it here first. So going back, I
Anyway.
Can't Read has Big Ben in his starting lineup this
Right.
week. That is just terrible.
That's target
That's-
controversy.
Yeah, I have Baker. Baker's for sale.
As is Jared Goff. Probably a more
My people will talk to your
trade
people.
offer.
My people will talk to your people.
I've already maybe offered Matty P a trade, and I will say this though. In talking with Matty P, he had a big filing this week at work, so I won't give him a pass for that.
Ooh.
I already offered him a trade. We'll see what happens. Anyway, moving on to this matchup. I honestly think this is probably not a very popular opinion, but I believe that Dan Pino's team is better than everybody thinks. I actually think both of these teams in this matchup are better than everybody thinks, being that they, didn't start the season great. Dan scored 160 odd points last week. Might just be a fluke, but Matty P's always been a strong fantasy contender.
It's true.
And I think he might be one or so pickups away from making a run at it. He's got the number one waiver priority at the moment, and I think he's going to use it to his advantage. However, in this matchup here, I believe Matty P is a slight wide receiver edge. Other than that, good luck for him. It will stay close though. I think Pinho takes this one. I have -3.5.
That's keeping it close, I'll tell you. We're going to keep going. I'm going to keep the ball rolling.
You never gave your pick.
Trying to keep... Oh. I said Dan Pino. Dan Pino by 16.5
Oh,
points.
that's right. That was
I have
technical
another
difficulties. High line.
double-digit line this week.
All right, we'll see.
Roly Polioli versus Brady's 7th ring.
Which you won't get this year, I'll tell you that.
Roly Polioli is going to have a big week from Kelsey and Carson, and everyone knows Aaron Rodgers, I believe, is overrated. He's an overrated quarterback. One Super Bowl is not going to do it for me. Couple MVPs, whatever.
Who's this, Cam? Is that what you said?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Rodgers, okay.
He's having a down week. Will Fuller's having a down week. Roly Polioli wins by 11 points. That's
Ooh.
another double-digit spread.
This is a strange turn of events here. I'll give my quick synopsis. So Roly Polioli's got Keenan Allen, right? Or I'm sorry.
I believe he does have Keenan
He
Allen.
does have Keenan Allen. I just have some notes here. I believe in this matchup, Pat has Rivers. No.
Matty P or Poli has Rivers.
Poli
And
has
Pat
Rivers.
has
Pat
CMC.
No, Pat has Keenan Allen. So Poli is
Okay.
losing not all of, but likely most of Rivers' touchdown throws to Keenan Allen.
They cancel out.
They don't cancel out. Keenan Allen actually gets 2 more points. So that's not good for Roly Polioli. I think he wins defense and kicker. That doesn't really matter. But I think McCaffrey gets 25 to 30 touches this week with no Cam. And
that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Kittle probably will have a big game. He's struggled a little bit to start the year. And so I have a Brady 7th ring at -5.
You see, I think he was a safety blanket for the quarterback last year that just didn't.
Who's that? Kittle?
Kittle.
Not high on Kittle this week or this year.
I'm not. So we're gonna keep the ball rolling still.
We're rolling. Hyperspeed.
Juju Rosie versus Pistu Tongue's Doc. Juju Rosie.
This is a good matchup.
I
here.
think has it is a good matchup. Juju Rosie, I think, has the better wide receiver core, and Pistu Tongue's Doc has Marquise Brown and Michael Thomas. Who else does he have? I mean, I'm looking at he's starting Josh Allen this week. You tell me.
Well, I have to start Josh Allen in my other league, so hopefully he does well. However, Justin's wide receivers, he's got Juju in his flex, which is pretty strong. However, Big Ben's out, and to tell you the truth, I don't know if Juju can handle number one attention and number one coverage. That's yet to be seen.
I agree.
Le'Veon and Bell really gave him a safety net there. However, Matt's two highest potential point scorers are on Baltimore, with Andrews and that receiver. I can't think of.
It's going to be a high-scoring game.
So I don't know if that bodes well for him. If he does have a couple of questionable players at the moment, injury related, Marlon Mack and Greg Olsen. If they play, he has a small chance of keeping it close.
Give me
Otherwise, Juju Rosie minus 12.5.
I have Juju Rosie minus 8.5. Moving on.
Nothing else to say here.
Wolf of Broad Street versus Toyota Camaro. Well, should be Toyota Corolla. Thank you. I'll be here all week. She has no Antonio Brown this week. She has D-Rob and A-Rob playing? What? D-Rob and A-Rob? I rest my case. Soft week from Henry for Mr. Shawnee Murphy. And he has that McLaurin guy from...
Teddy McLaurin.
Yeah, from the Skins. So, I'm not a big fan of either of these teams. I give the slight edge to Wolf of Broad Street because Toyota Camara's got some stuff going on, and her bread and butter. Mr. Camara just lost his quarterback, so there's going to be, they're going to have to change their play style. So I'm giving the slight edge to the Wolf of Broad Street at -2 is my spread.
All right, well, that Teddy McLaurin point is very interesting. I think Sean should be better than this. He should realize that Teddy McLaurin just lit up the Eagles, and the Eagles secondary stinks at the moment, and they're playing Chicago. I mean, I don't know. It could be a toss-up, but that's a high-risk, high-reward kind of flex play. He's going for it because I think he's going to kind of, afraid he's going to lose to Carroll, the rookie. So, anyway, I think Carroll's playing Robinson a week late. D. Robinson, DeMarcus Robinson, that is. He scored about 30, I think, last week. Trying to jump on that, but I think she has the running back.
and A-Rob
right.
playing.
And I think she will have the running back advantage here, and I think Kamara, again, same thing with Christian McCaffrey. He's going to get a lot of usage. No Mark Ingram anymore, and no Breeze. So, maybe Pat's quarterback pickup on the Saints, number 4. Maybe he'll play him this week.
Yeah.
I forget that guy's name.
Just for the people at home, if you're curious, let me give you a synopsis here. Pat has
Let's do the
Aaron
weekly,
Rodgers.
the weekly
Count
Pat
them.
quarterback update.
Count them. Aaron Rodgers, Kyler Murray, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Tyson Hill.
Taysom Hill.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he probably won't play at quarterback.
Yeah, he spitefully picked them up due to the injuries at quarterback. Bold play when he has N'Keal Harry on his bench, but apparently that's his keeper pick. But
final thoughts
moving
on this matchup. Wentz will go for 3 total touchdowns and 350 this week. And I think this matchup will come down to the Monday night receiver matchup of Teddy McLaurin and Allen Robinson. And as I documented earlier, Teddy McLaurin will probably have 2 catches, and Toyota Camaro takes this by 7.5.
Wow. 7.5.
Indeed. Moving on.
Game of the week.
Game of the week time.
Ever heard of bad TDs? Neither have I. They're all pretty fun to watch. Versus Auto Draft Master.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Listen, I'm going to be straightforward here.
Yeah, I'll give you a chance to discuss my squad.
Yes.
Live on camera.
Yes. So, obviously, Dan has the advantage here at quarterback, seeing he has Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson with 30 points a week on his bench.
I have a point to make on that, but I'll let you go.
I think he has... he's Kerryon Johnson. That's his team. I'm not sold on his team. He's had a few good wins. Patrick Mahomes is obviously getting him points. He has Sterling Shepard and Cooper Kupp,
Just let it go.
It's
Still
yeah,
recording.
it's still rolling.
We're good.
So Cooper Kupp and Sterling Shepard, and he has Duke Johnson as his. It's David Johnson as his running back one. Duke Johnson. He has Kerryon Johnson.
out
He has
Duke
Evan
Johnson.
Ingram, who's going to have a rookie,
Sophomore
quarterback
son.
this year.
He's
He has Aaron Jones. I'm just not sold on his squad. I mean, you're the only questionable person. I love the Godwin, selection by you, Zeke Elliott. The only pick I'm questionable about is Devontae Freeman. I mean, that is a tough pick at this point. We're only 3 weeks in, so can't go forward with that. But I have you taking it by 7.5 points this week.
All right. I appreciate that. It's a very, very good synopsis. First point I want to make, Dan, you do this every year. You draft either a lot of wide receivers, a lot of running backs, or in this case, 2 quarterbacks. Nobody's going to trade you for Lamar Miller. Just putting it out there. Or Lamar Jackson, at least for the trades that you want. I don't know if you watch this, but that's just a bit of advice.
The way I look at it is we all know he has 30 points sitting on his bench, and he can't play both of them. So Lamar Jackson's trade value only goes like this because we know you can't use him. So you might as well just try and get what you can get, honestly. That's just me.
And giving up a number 1 or number 2 even wide receiver or running back is not really worth it. You're going to be looking at flex value, maybe.
I offered him Robert Woods for Lamar. He said no.
And another thing, the Cooper Kupp and the Robert Woods and the Michael Thomases of the world all being on the same squad doesn't help. So, another thing to note, Kerryon Johnson versus the Eagles, as I said last week, not going to get over 50 rushing yards, similar to Devontae Freeman didn't. If there's one thing that the Eagles' defense can do is stop the run, that's not a good matchup for him. Zeke is going up against Miami this week. Likely they'll be up big, and he will get a lot of carries there. Quick note, Damian Williams will be out this week. A little shifting going on.
Ooh.
A big Frank Gore start, old reliable in the flex.
Frank Gore's on the Chiefs?
No. Frank Gore is on the Bills, and Singletary's also not playing.
But Damian Williams is out.
Williams is out.
So
he's out.
So it'd be a good look for Shady this week.
If Shady plays. We don't know this.
Okay. Well,
But anyway,
where do you take this game?
Push come to shove, I think I'll take this one by 2.5. Auto Draft Master minus 2.5. And Juju, Rosie, and I will be the only undefeated teams. And I'm not going to pull Murphy and call myself the Dream Team. Shout out Vince Young.
I love that. Now it's my time for my favorite segment of the week. Doc's Blazing 5. Fact or fiction? It's simple. Answer fact or fiction.
All right.
Number 1.
Yes. Oh, I can't see. I'll go over here.
Number 1.
Go widescreen.
Antonio Brown plays again this year.
That's fiction. I kind of believe that it's a little bit bogus that the league thinks that they're not going to put him on the exempt list, even if he's not on a team. I do think, I was talking to Pat about this yesterday, that this is going to turn the tide of holdouts and all this kind of crap that players are kind of pulling. I mean, I don't blame them. Fight for what you think you're worth or what you're worth. However, I don't think it's going to go in their favor from this point on. He lost pretty much his whole contract besides the 2 weeks worth of pay. He will not play for another team this year.
Okay.
Or ever.
Number 2. Minshew starts all year for Jacksonville.
Ooh, that's a good one. You just came up with these about 2 minutes ago, too.
I did. On the spot, I did. I thought about them. They were here, but...
I think that's also fiction.
You like your boy Nick Foles to come back into the play, huh?
I believe Nick's got he's got the veteran presence there. I also think Minshew doing against Tennessee is good. I don't know if that will, continue. I will say that, he's definitely got a shot. He's got 6 or 8 weeks to prove himself. If they go 6-2 or whatever,
Well, we're gonna.
There's definitely going to be a quarterback controversy. Nick Foles seems to carry that around with him everywhere he goes.
I think if Nick Foles comes back and Minshew is 6-5, I think they probably let Minshew play out and see what they're going to do at the end of the year.
You think?
6-5, I think they let him play.
Well, we can expand on that on your take.
But keep moving. Number 3, the Saints make the playoffs.
Wow, I'm gonna be a fiction guy all the way through here, aren't I?
You might be, man.
Losing Drew Brees. Where do they sit now? Are they 1-1?
Yes. They lost to the Rams and they won their first game.
Yeah. Well, I think it's fiction. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, that division's should be somewhat competitive. Otherwise, besides them, excuse me.
Cam's out.
Cam is also out. That is a good point. That brings it back into question. I mean, they
maybe a wild card team. I mean,
maybe
Drew Brees is only out 6 weeks.
It was that question. Are they going to make the playoffs?
It's just fact. Now, just fact or fiction. Will they make the playoffs?
In general, okay. I'll go fiction still. I don't know. Drew's going to have to come back from whatever he did to his thumb.
And try to play through whatever.
And try to get back quick. Not to mention they don't have Ingram. Kamara, I don't know how he's going to do handling, all the carries or, more snaps. I mean, he's a young player, but I don't know. I still think it's fiction. I think they might miss out on it.
Okay. Number 4. Lamar Jackson wins MVP this year.
I guess we'll go fact. I've gone fiction on everything. I was going to go fiction, but
we'll change your heart there.
We'll jump to the fact. I mean, he's had a couple great performances. I kind of think, if he keeps it up, maybe Lemonard is going to have to start him over Mahomes. I don't know. See, he's only creating issues for himself by having 2 quarterbacks that are really good because then you have to decide every week.
30 bench points, by the way, each week.
Yep. 30 points on the bench.
All right.
As Ryan clearly documented
in
the last one.
We said that we were going to talk about this in Doc's Fantasy Corner. Eagles trade for Jalen Ramsey.
I mean, that's a fiction. I should have just gone fiction 05. You know this. Being that his contract is up either at the end of this year or the end of next year, you're just going to have to deal with the guy again to re-sign him. Clearly, he doesn't care about the team's performance. He just wants to play man-to-man defense all the time because that's what makes him look good and what makes him make more money. And frankly, I don't want to give up what it's going to take or what it seemingly is going to take to get him. It doesn't, even if it is a couple first-rounders and we haven't been known to draft well, one cornerback is not going to fix the defense. One cornerback is not going to make Darby or Avonte Maddox play better or make the linebackers play better or make the D-line get more pressure on the quarterback. If he has to cover guys man-to-man for 7 to 10 seconds like he wants to do, I mean, it's not going to go well. That's why I rest my case.
Okay. I also hope it lets us save that with the storage is full.
That's on the cloud. It's all right.
Going back to number 1, I also think fiction. AB will not play again this year. He might not play ever. And he also arguably lost his chance at a Hall of Fame walk-off into the sunset career. It's over.
I think he blew that a little while ago.
It's over. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. You're out.
Even Donovan agrees on that one.
Yep. Oh, Donovan, do you agree?
Looks like he's
number 2. Minshew starts all year for Jacksonville. And by all year, I mean...
We've expanded on this already a
little
bit, but let's see your official choice.
I think if he is... Based on the way the team looks, their roster up and down, it is a terrible roster. Awful. It's awful. If Nick Foles walks into that locker room and they are over 500 the minute he walks in, they are going to keep Minshew in, and in the offseason, they're going to look at dealing Nick Foles to somewhere else That is my prediction. I'm going with that.
Possibly the Colts.
Possibly the Colts. But I think he is set. He's primed. I mean, just watching his game, I think he's in a good position to keep rolling. And I'm gonna go with fact on this.
Fact.
So
Foles could serve as a little stopgap
Yes.
there in
Saints.
Indianapolis.
Saints make the playoffs. Sorry, guys. Are you gonna blame the refs this year?
That's it. That's all you need to say.
Lamar
Sean
Jackson
Payton
wins
getting angry on the sideline.
MVP.
Good stuff.
As much as I'd love to see Patrick Mahomes win MVP,
Patrick Mahomes.
yeah, I mean, just back to
Lamar
back.
Jack- Oh,
Back
okay.
to back.
I gotcha.
And as much as I'd love to see
segueing.
Carson Wentz, yes. As much as I also would love to see Carson Wentz win MVP, just based on the year he started. I mean, he has a big hill to climb up now, especially with all the injuries he has. If he turns the season around, I mean, he could go far and beyond. But I think Lamar Jackson is this year's MVP 2 weeks in. I'm going to go with that. He's broken a couple of records now, and this game this weekend is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to go.
Double fact,
I'm
actually.
going to go fact, yeah. And come on, man! Eagles are getting Jalen
Let's hear
Ramsey.
your side of the story.
Oh man!
Doesn't make sense. Yes, you can say they're going to get him, but are you going to? Is it going to make you sleep better at night that they have?
He makes your team better instantly.
Okay, but
You might not be like, you may not win every game, but like you're not going to have to worry about getting sliced up on the defense. Like if there's a speedy guy, you can leave Darby or one of your speedier guys on the outside. Jalen is a big physical guy. Like he will knock you around. He'll get in your face. He'll talk smack. I'm okay with that. And personally, if the Eagles are as good as they say they are, and everyone thinks they are, give up the 2 first-rounders. Keep the team you have. Why are we trying to give up Dallas Goedert and Derek Barnett and
Ertz
and Ertz and Jordan Howard? Stop it. 2 first-rounders. Get it done. Get him here. That's all I have to say.
okay, pen drop. The only thing I will say, the only case you can make is if you legitimately believe that he will make them a not a guaranteed Super Bowl contender, but a definite Super Bowl. If he'll make it, that they'll definitely make the Super Bowl, because you are mortgaging a bit of your future. The reason that the Patriots, as much as I hate to say it, are always good is because they're always bringing in new young guys. And that comes from the draft. That comes from picking guys up in free agency. They're not trading away.
Stopping it.
They're
KFC on like a Tuesday afternoon.
right. Yeah, and recording other teams' sidelines and deflating Tom Brady's balls
True.
and things like that.
All right, guys. That's it for Doc's Fantasy Corner.
That's it. Week 3 edition.
I would like to just end. There's an ad, of course. The Eagles this week play the Lions. Matt Stafford is not Drew Brees. Their best wide receiver is who?
Theirs?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably like Marvin Jones Jr. Just kidding. I don't think he's. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think he named Calvin Johnson probably.
Yeah. Matt Stafford, Kerryon Johnson.
Let them usually tell the story.
Ladarius Slay, I think, is on the lines. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys.
Catch you on the flip side. Good to manage. Or yeah, stop.